What's up, everybody? And welcome to episode 2. We want to thank everybody who enjoyed episode 1 so much with the reviews. Please leave reviews and check out Anything Better, where you get all podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. Like, subscribe, give ratings. And I'd like to start episode 2 off by saying, is there anything better than thinking you're going to be down 2 to your good friend on Championship Sunday and then breaking even? Because, Bill, I am not going to lie to you, dude. After that beating, not beating, but when the loss that Rodgers and them took after all the shit I talked, I go, dude, if I go 0-2 after episode...
Oh, my God, that's right. You said he'd have to have a friggin' stroke to not make it. Put the house on it. Wow. And then what I did on the KC game was I bet with my heart. I bet with my heart on both of them. I had to bet. I can't bet against Tom Brady. Just can't do it. Why would you do it? Yeah. And then I just went with the Bills because I like the people of Buffalo. I like the people of Kansas City, but they got their rings. So, I got to root for those guys, to experience,
dude,
drinking some champagne and when you're happy rather than when you're sad.
I never do this. And I'm not an excuse maker, okay? I'm not an excuse maker.
Oh.
I'm not an excuse
This one stung, Paul.
But
this loss stung.
I thought there was a holding call. I thought there was defensive holding on Devontae Adams with holding the jersey that they froze on a little bit. I think Aikman or Buck was saying it too, and they let go, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with that if they let the guys play. But when it's inconsistent like that, dude, and Rodgers never usually freaks out. Rodgers was freaking out. Listen, am I a little bitter? Is it a little bit of sour grapes?
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Dude, they let him play, and I love that they let him play. When they finally threw the flag, the fucking guy was stretching his jersey for like 3 yards. Yeah, that stretch was 40 yards away, could fucking see it. So, because when they first called that, I said, what the fuck? And I had money on Tampa, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? You can't call that. Because it was the angle they kept showing, you couldn't see anything. But then when they showed that one where he grabbed it and it just kept going, I was like, I feel like he would have let him get away with a third of that.
Well, that's the problem with having the T-shirt under the jersey, like over their ass. They got the T-shirt, and the guy just grabbed it. That's why they saw that. So, what could you do? You know what?
They saw it, Paul, because he did it and then didn't let go. Wearing a T-shirt isn't a problem. You can wear a T-shirt in the NFL. I'll tell you what I didn't like was that jump ball Brady threw. The safety is right there. He's going to intercept it. And then the wide receiver comes in and just slams into him, bumps him out of the way, and gets the ball. The defender does that. That's pass interference. A wide receiver totally has the right to just push the other guy out of the way, like bump into him. I know they can't push off. They occasionally call that. But, to me, that was just clearly offensive pass interference. And they showed it in slow motion. The safety's like this, and the guy just jumps into him and catches the ball. Those are the things. There's that, and then running backs going into a hole or right before contact, lowering their head down to their waist, and then they get a helmet to helmet. Yeah. My thing is, if you're going to lower your fucking head like that, at that point, it's like you have accepted the risk of possibly getting a concussion. And the way it's like bang, bang, and everybody now has all these moves and these spin moves and all of that. I saw that in that fucking Clemson game when they played Ohio State, where that kid came in to hit the quarterback. He's leading with his shoulder, and then all of a sudden the quarterback spins, and Paul, he hits him with his helmet in the fucking ribs.
Yeah.
And,
I remember that.
They said targeting. He hit him in the fucking ribs.
I saw that. I know.
What is he supposed to do? And it's like, you show it in slow motion, it's just like, oh, yeah, right there. Yeah. What I would have done was I would have stopped. You wouldn't have. You would have kept going.
In super slow motion. And here's the thing, too. The one that you said that really gets me is when a guy lowers his head to the pylon to get a touchdown, when he's doing that head first, is the defender supposed to put his foot out? Is it
just stand up and get run over? What are you supposed to do?
No, if he goes head first, the defender should be able to go head first to block it. And you know what? That's the listen, dude. You chose the game. This is the life we chose. Okay, it's listen. If I go into the NFL and I know there's a chance for that, dude. If a guy's going in low, he's gonna get hit low.
Wait, there's a chance you might go into the NFL because you'd believe that.
Listen. Oh my God.
Paul, you already told me that because of all these dopes going for 2-point conversions in the second quarter, that you could coach in the NFL and win because you just kicked the field goal.
I said I'd keep us in the game better. Yeah, I think so. I actually believe that if you gave me a game or two.
Paul, the level of disrespect. That's like somebody at work gets a couple of jokes in around the water bubble, and now they think they're ready to put out a special. It's unbelievable.
You remember?
I'll tell you what else was bullshit, was them getting on that Packers coach about not going for it on 4th and goal. And it's just like, oh, so we're just going to let the Hail Mary at halftime go? We're going to let the fumble go where you gave Brady a short field? They gave the Buccaneers 14. Well, you don't give anybody anything. They still had to do it. But they essentially served up 14 points on a platter. That's not the head coach. But all these mouth-breathing morons, they watched the end of the game. Like the first 58 minutes didn't fucking count. And then they're just like, all right, yeah, that's the reason they lost. You know what I would have done?
Yeah, well, you know
what? And then everybody assuming that if they went for it, they automatically would have fucking made it.
That's my point. The point is, if you miss it there, this is what the coach was doing. He was just preserving the game. If they miss that there, then it's really done. So you know, listen, I don't blame them. I don't.
The field goal defense go out and stop the fucking guys, and they didn't. The defense didn't stop them. They stopped them, and then because they already fucked up, where they slid with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left, and they gave the Packers an extra timeout.
Yeah.
I mean, they were serving it up on a fucking platter for Green Bay to come back, but they didn't stop them. Didn't stop them.
Credit the Bucs defense, man. The Bucs defense, even after the Brady turnovers, the Bucs defense, dude, and that kid 45, fucking animal. Dude, that team is going into the Super Bowl. We got to give our picks next week. We can't give them now. We can't.
They already know which way we're going.
Yeah.
You can't lay off a favorite, and I love an underdog and Tom Brady.
I mean, I think everybody listening to this knows I'm going Chiefs and you're going Bucks. I mean, who are we kidding?
I know.
Dude.
I got to be honest with you. I have to really try and separate Patrick Mahomes from what people say about him because he's starting to bug me and he hasn't even done anything. I am so sick, Paul, of those fucking underhanded little lobs that are like a half a yard, and then they go, oh, did you fucking see that? Or the stupid no-look 3-yard pass. Dude, Magic Johnson threw the fucking ball farther than that on a basketball court. If the guy's like right where my fucking chair is, and he goes like, they're like, I can do that. I can watch an episode of my favorite show and no-look it over to my daughter sitting fucking 2 cushions away. We take it down. They haven't done that in a minute, but when he first came out, I feel like the NFL was freaking out. Like, oh my God, Peyton just left. How long is Brady going to be around? They have to have their stars, okay? Kind of like how the NBA's like that. Like they just, their dream matchup is Lakers versus Lakers. They don't give a fuck about the cities.
An NFL pass should be 5. An NFL. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Billy's coming in hot today.
No,
Billy's coming in hot on episode 2.
NBA hoop is like, I swear to God, it's I don't know what it is, an oligarchy? Is that what you call that? There's like 3 fucking teams that can get everybody in the league, and then all these fucking pseudo champs want to go to, and everybody fucking piles on. I say this all the time, and I fucking don't understand why it doesn't bother anybody else. Who wants to watch 8 of the best guys play 8 of the fucking worst guys? What was it, 5 on teams? There you go, 5 and 5. I don't want to watch that.
I mean, you got different numbers in the sport. I love it. Yeah, no, I hear you.
It was 11 guys on a fucking team.
I think that an NFL pass should be 5 yards or more.
I think the Pelicans should be making a fucking run right now with Anthony Davis and Zion.
Well, then you could say that about the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I have said that about them.
Yeah, I know.
Listen to me now.
Now look at all these rats in Brooklyn. They all.
Dude, imagine the Jordan doc, The Last Dance. Imagine that, and if the place where he couldn't get past the Pistons, instead of working out and elevating his game, he just joined the Pistons.
Oh, that'd be brutal.
It's going to be brutal. That's why there's not going to be a 20-part fucking thing on some of these other guys. I'm not going to name any names because I know these are real people, and they're going to get fucking upset with me, and I'm a little old man in a fucking Irish sweater.
Like the sweater, by the way.
I know. I didn't like how you said. I like the ones with like the ripples. It's a fucking. It's called the jumper.
Sorry, I
all the way Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, look, dude, I'm fucking Sicilian and Greek. I'm sorry,
Fucking
I didn't know.
olive-skinned cunt you.
How funny would it
Going
be?
out in the sun and the sun likes you.
You should just wear those. You should just wear those every episode, and I'll wear a white velour. I'll wear a white velour jacket, and you wear Irish sweaters every episode.
We should do it.
Dude,
I'm going to be 53 years old this year. I am officially in sweater soup years.
Dude, you look fantastic. By the way, I had my physical today. I went there nervous, hopped on the fucking scale. I'm down 12 and a half pounds, dude. And I go, are you serious? I said, are you serious? And she goes,
working though.
Yeah, no, but I guess it's just, I am. I'm eating right. I actually did what you told me, Bill. It only took me 5 years of you telling me, read up on nutrition.
Dude, I'm telling you, all of those fucking workout, like ellipticals and all that shit, I mean, I still use them. They're a crutch. They're a crutch for your bad eating. The reality is what those things are really, what they do in the short run is they help you out, but in the long run, they wear out your joints. But you're sitting there doing this for a fucking hour. And it's just like, why don't you lay off the donuts, you dumb cunt? You know, have some fucking broccoli and sit on the couch and put your feet up so your knees are going to last you. You're not going to be like the Bionic Man when you're 58.
Dude, how funny is this? She goes, oh, you're down 12 and a half pounds. You're down. And I go like this. I go, you serious, dude? Did you do it right? I said, Bill, I swear to God, I go, did you do it right? And the doctor heard from the office, and the doctor just started to laugh, dude. I go, no, because I want to make sure you locked it in the right section.
Let me ask you this. When they measured you, did you make sure you stood on your tiptoes a little bit so you got the 5'7"?
I swear on my children, they told me I was 5'8" on the button.
5'8". That's a big thing in Paul Virzi's world. I'm 5'8".
You always take me down a half an inch.
Because I don't buy it, dude. I'm 5'9 3/4", and I look right over the horizon of your head anytime we're fucking hanging out. I don't know. I see the roundness of the world when we're smoking a stick. I'll give it to you, Paul.
Do you?
You got a lot of heart. I'll give you that extra inch and a half. I think you're just shy of 5'7".
No, you just took me down more.
You're 5'8".
By the end of this podcast,
who are you trying to scare, Paul, with that extra inch? Who are you trying to scare? Paul, you want to be your real height, because then you cross over. This kid's got a sick fucking J.
Bill, I promise you, I took my sneakers off and they literally go, wow, right at the 5'8" line. I'm 5'8". On the license.
All right. Okay.
Not that matters. I could
Dr. Vinny Boombatz.
I was thinking about something, and I don't know if you remember this. And I had to tell this story because the listeners will love this. Bill and I went to New Orleans Monday Night Football against the Mike Vick Eagles.
Oh, worst fucking.
We're having a great time.
LSU and Alabama.
First time I'm ever in that building. It's loud as hell. It was amazing. We get hammered, and we're walking out. And I don't know if you remember this, but I told you that I can throw a college football 55 yards and I could throw like an NFL football 50 or something. And you go, no, you can't. On the way out.
I think the numbers were a little higher.
Whatever it was.
You were drunk, dude. You were drunk. You were feeling 5'9". You were strutting out of that fucking stadium and you were talking shit.
Well, yeah.
And you a cunt. I should have just let you do it, but I had to be.
So, but a guy, do you remember the guy? Do you remember the guy? A guy sees us, and the guy goes, "Oh, we just started talking to a guy," and he goes, "We're like, yeah, we're staying over down there by the Harrows or whatever." And he goes, "Oh, you guys want to ride?" And it was far, so we go, "Yeah, we'll take a ride." Then Bill starts going, "Virzi, you ain't fucking throwing a football." And I'm like, and I'm drunk, so I probably added 10, 15 yards of what I could do. And I start going, "Yes, I can. We'll get a football." And the guy just started to get further and further away from us until he ultimately just disappeared.
I forgot about that. He peeled off. And you know what? Shout out to him. He made the right move. What a good dude, right? What a good dude.
Yeah.
Like he was trying to help us out like a good fellow American. And then what? Then once he realized that we were a couple of jerk-offs.
He doesn't want that in his car.
He then was literally like, all right, You know, I thought these were people worthy of being nice to. Obviously, they're not. And now I choose myself. That guy either did a healthy childhood or did a lot of work in therapy.
No,
I'm just getting to that level now, Paul.
you said
Five
the
nine and
next.
three quarters, Paul. 5'9 3/4.
Yeah, you said the
If I
next.
was you, I'd say I'm 5'11.
No, you should say you're. If I was you, I'd say 5'10. It's nice. It's just a cleaner number. Dude, you said the next day, you go, that guy was right. The last thing that guy would want was our two dumbasses in the back of his car talking about how far we could throw a football while being hammered after a game where his team just lost.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was right, because they lost to the Eagles. And then all the fucking Eagles fans were up on the show your tits balconies. What can you yell now with political correctness? What do you yell up there?
Oh, that play. Eagles fans traveled big. They were.
If
They
it's
were,
okay with you, could I see your mammary glands? I'm not trying to say you're materialistic, but I will give you these plastic beads. You know, they're just going to end up in the ocean. It's good for the environment.
Show your tits with your consent.
Yes.
Dude, do you remember the Voodoo Guy? Remember the guy that's sitting in the bar and he was just like, he looked like a guy that didn't want to be fucked with, and he was talking to me for a second and he was cool. And then another guy walked over.
What made him voodoo? There was nothing voodoo about him. He just was fucking nuts. Like, what, he's in New Orleans?
Yeah.
What about the Voodoo Guy? He was just sitting there dressed like me. What made him weird was he was sitting there fucking talking to himself, rocking. You said voodoo. You know voodoo's like a legit religion that white people just made into all this fucking craziness with like chicken feet and all that shit? Do you know somebody just told me that and I didn't even look it up to see if it's true, and now I'm telling it to you? Do you know that? Do you know that 90% of the shit that I say is exactly that? Do you know that, Paul?
Do I know that you hear it once and you believe it? Oh my God.
Oh my God. If it's what I want to hear, I believe it.
Is there anything better?
I'll tell you, I got it. Is there anything better? I got one for you. Is there anything better than smoking an afternoon stick on your fucking back porch? Your wife and kids went to go run an errand, and that last leaf blower shuts off, and you still got half a stick left.
Oh, nothing. That's a good one.
Feet were up, Paul. Feet were up. Legs were crossed.
Oh. Is there anything?
Talking shit to myself.
I got one for you. Is there anything better than having a couple honey on a football game and the offense that you bet on is flying, throwing bombs, and you're just watching it? There's nothing. By the way, who doesn't like a little juice? I got friends that don't like action or juice, and it's like, how are you not? Listen, oh, dude, I don't want to get into that. You know, it's like, I don't need that. I just enjoy the game. It's like, put $25 on it, you fucking girl. Have a good time. You know what I mean?
I know, but that's what it happens. Say, have a drink, have a good time. There's some people can't handle it, Paul. I can't handle it, dude. I fucking, like, I have money on the game. By the second quarter, I'm talking about the Federal Reserve. I think the whole league is against me. I think the TV's watching me. I can't, like, and every guy that I know that bets on sports thinks every game is fixed because they can't get their ego around the fact that somebody is better at math than them and has crunched these fucking odds, and you're just going to lose.
I do think this, and I've told you this over the years. I do believe the NBA is manipulated for a narrative, and I do think
it's not a fucking, it's NBA. They're all businesses. The NBA, I would say the best run business right now is the NFL, as far as the fact that, you know, anybody can win. Any team can just pop up out of nowhere.
Right.
And everybody has a chance. They don't have like the, like NBA's like Delta Airlines, where they got everybody like segregated, where it's like Delta Medallion, troops, mothers, people with hoodies, and they just have everybody, and it just works its way all the way up to essentially, I don't know, like 2 or 3 teams. And I don't know, dude. This is the bitch years in the NBA. It just is, dude. It's like, you can't beat them, join them. It's everything that is fucking wrong with competition.
Dude, that thing you said one time where you're like, did you hear Kyrie's going to Florida? That was so fucking true and funny. It's like,
oh yeah, the Offseason on ESPN. It sounds like a gossip page. Well, I heard nobody likes Chris Bosh, and so is going to pair up with him, and they're going to leave that other guy out. And me, yeah, what are they going to fucking do in Golden State? Who gives a fuck?
yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Dude, here's the thing about you. I will be in a plane with you with turbulence. Here's the thing about Bill Burr. When anything is big, the guy is who you want in a foxhole with. I'm going to tell you something, dude. If we were in Nazi Germany and we were in a foxhole, I want to be with you. You'd be like, no, dude, we're going to stay down here, dude. We're going to be fine, right? I've been in planes with you where
murder these motherfuckers and we're going to enjoy it.
Yes. Dude, I've been on a plane with you with a lot of turbulence, and I'm like writing my will in my notes on iPhone, and you're like air drumming. You know, like he's just fucking air drumming and shit. And I'm just going like, he's like, no, it's fine. It's the balance. It's, anything with you big. God forbid you tell Bill like we're drunk in a bar. One time we got drunk in a bar and I told him I didn't mind like excessive celebration if it was for a championship. By the end of the night, I was like, dude, are we still friends?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know if we were friends.
I'm so glad I don't drink anymore.
Are we cool?
I swear to God, that's what it is. My house could burn down with everything in it other than the people I love. And I'd be like, is it kind of cool to not own anything? Kind of feel light. Let's just start over again. I mean, all that shit was shit people were going to have to deal with when we died anyways. Like, why the fuck did he keep this paper mache fucking thing from the 70s? However,
yeah,
if my mic cord doesn't work before a podcast, I have a fucking meltdown.
I could be like, Bill, dude, they said I'm going to lose feeling in my left leg, maybe forever. Bill would be like, no, you're not. You're going to go to physical therapy, dude. You're going to get you're going to get the technology. I'm like, all right, you'll make me feel good. You'll make me, you're good like that.
Oh yeah. No, because I that's how I got where the fuck I am, Paul, sitting here behind a black screen with being a floating head. You think this was an accident?
Dude, I'll tell you what I couldn't do.
The great thing though is if you try to be a self-made man, those are tools that you learn. Now, I need to learn those tools to let little shit go. Dude, if I could let little shit go, oh, my wife. Oh, let me tell you, my wife. She said something to me. Ooh, she said something to me. Joking, my wife. And I left her a 5-minute voicemail. Just talking shit. About what the fuck she married and how lucky she was. And no. I gotta tell you something, dude. She was crying, laughing, and she goes, I'm never deleting that message.
Oh.
And it was just, yeah. I was saying how beautiful you was. I did all that. But in the end, it said, so tomorrow morning, you're going to apologize to me. I'm going to get 3 scrambled eggs, 2 strips of bacon.
No, you didn't.
Yep. And 2 pieces of toast, white as my legs, and you're not going to say a fucking word about it. You understand me? You know what it is, Paul? They like it.
Oh, dude.
The ladies like it. The ones who shave their legs, they like it, Paul.
I'll tell
them. The ones with the spider legs, they don't like it, Paul.
Oh, no.
It's not because they're strong. It's because they want to be you. They want to have their hand on your neck.
Let me tell you, now you're getting me anxious.
Bend you over.
No, now you're getting me excited. Because I said, don't ever fucking talk to me. Nobody talks to me like that. I've said that. Like, I don't get
it. You have to. At some point, you got to draw a line.
Yo, you know Stacy, me and you married tigers. Of course we did. Because God forbid my wife, I said this to her once. This is a legendary line by my wife, though. I'm like, Stacy's got that you mentality. Go, put this here, do everything, right? I go, listen, man, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I go, Rome wasn't built in a day. And she just goes, yeah, because I didn't fucking build it. I was just like, wow. Oh. It's a pretty good one. And I was just
pretty good. That sounds like something Denzel would say.
Goes, yeah, because I didn't fucking build it. And I literally, you know me, usually I have enough.
Because I didn't build it. And the whole fucking theater goes nuts. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Over.
I was like, touche, man.
The way Denzel can elevate, material is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous.
He's
if you really sit there and think about the words, King Kong ain't got nothing on me, I'd be like, Is this the final draft?
Yeah.
You really want me to say that? King Kong ain't got nothing on me. And then he does it, right? And he's so good at it. The next day, you're on the elliptical thinking, King Kong, he got nothing on me. You don't even think of the dumb shit you're saying.
He's like, he could say, dude, how about Pesci? Dude, Pesci needed to be in more. That's my one thing about him is Pesci did like 3 or 4 of them and out, man.
Nah, leave him wanting more. That man understands the game. He understands the game. So he's gonna leave with you wishing he did just one more. That's exactly where you want to leave. You don't overstay your welcome. Believe me, Paul. That's gonna be the name of my autobiography someday. Overstaying his welcome. I shouldn't have said that last thing.
Which
Dude, I gotta shut the heat off, man. I'm wearing a sweater here. Like I'm just gonna fucking evaporate. Hang on a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
What do you think, Andrew? Billy's coming in hot today. I love it.
Yeah. What did you say about me?
That's the great Andrew Themeles, the producer. I said, this is great. I go, coming in hot on there. You're coming in hot on this one. I got a heater on here too.
I mean, I fucking excited. My Bruins are playing great. I was nervous with Chara going to the Capitals, and our defense has been holding up. Now we're starting to score goals. Although the last game we played, Tuukka looked like he pulled something, and DeBrusque had a lower body injury. You know that, Paul. They moved him up to the first line since Pasta's not going to be back next week. Just let me see the look on your face when I start talking hockey. Dude, if you're ever gonna get into hockey, this is the year.
No, listen, man. I'm not gonna do a fucking sports podcast with you and not, I'm gonna get into it.
I've been watching hoop too. My Celtics look great. I actually think that they are. I don't want to cause dissension in the ranks here, but I like that squad when a certain so-and-so is on the bench who's supposed to be the guy.
Oh.
I think the ball moves better. It's more of a team game. And when a certain guy comes out, it's kind of like,
There's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying the kid's name.
Yeah, I just wish he would pass the ball more. And just fucking get everybody else going. Then everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And then they're going into the locker room at halftime. Nice pass and blah, blah, blah. As opposed to sitting there like, this motherfucker's got 23 points and you can't even fucking can't even give me that dish?
Yeah.
What the fuck you saying, hoop? Hockey guy.
I'll tell you what, that LaMelo Ball, dude, that LaMelo Ball kid is passing the ball incredibly. Unselfish, just fucking, the kid is dishing it everywhere, man. And he's really, really a smart player, and he doesn't want to score. He wants to get the assists. So that Hornets team is going to be good.
Dude, they should have a Mount Rushmore for overbearing fathers that made their kids professional athletes.
Who do
I got?
Yeah, who do you got?
I got Mandarich's dad.
Who?
Rod Mandarich. He made it to the NFL.
Okay.
But then, he had a good time. He finally had a good time. Dude, his dad, when kids would go to like a birthday party, when he was a kid, he had to bring his own like organic birthday cake. When he was in the crib, he used to stretch his baby legs to keep his hammies going, so he was like flexible. This poor kid, he's probably still trying to figure out what the fuck was my life supposed to be. And to do that to somebody when they only got one, I would say him.
Tiger Woods' dad or no?
I didn't see the documentary because they butchered my fucking bit. They made it sound like I was talking about the chick, the side piece, when I was talking about his wife. They took all the comedy out of it. I don't understand how they can just take it and totally change the meaning of what the fuck I said to serve their point of view. And then I look like I'm lined up with them. Jesus Christ, Paul, I felt like I was watching the news.
Jesus. I didn't know they did that. But I don't know if Tiger Woods might have wanted it. So then you don't know if it's overbearing. That's the thing.
Oh, I don't know any of these people. I have no business saying this shit, but it's the internet. There's no libel. So let's continue. Lonzo Ball. Then I just need a fourth one. Andre Agassi's dad.
Okay.
Paul, one of the great, you look like Andre Agassi, so maybe you'll read this book. Paul Virzi is the king. The funniest thing ever is to give Paul a book. The look on his face, it's like he gave him a wagon wheel. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? I mean, am I nuts? This is what we have movies for. Why am I still reading in
No,
2020?
I actually, my wife actually said to me, I got a book. Somebody sent me a book, and I did a podcast with this guy who was Frank
yeah?
Pace. He was Rod Carew's agent for
Like
4
a house
years.
plant sitting on top of it so the water doesn't get in the rug.
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
All right. Here's a great book you should read. Andre Agassi's book, Open, is best. If you're not even a sports fan, you got to read that book. Are you drinking a Bud Light?
No. I'm drinking a seltzer. Don't get me thirsty. I have Johnny Blue in the next door.
No.
Oh, dude, I can't wait till you go back on the sauce and me and you were doing this podcast slurring. Oh,
I'm going to become fluent in French. I'm doing a show in Paris, and I'm getting shit-faced during the show. And I'm going to tell them in French, like the nerve of them. The nerve of them to not speak French with me because you don't like what I'm doing in the language. And then I got to listen to you going, go to the bank. Like you're not butchering my fucking language. You stuck up pocket square cunt. I love the French, though. I love their culture. No, I got to do like I told my wife, if we ever get a chance to go back to France again, I'm going to drink there. Oh, I'm going to drink. You know what? That might be one of those couples retreat fucking things. We'll bring the Burzis. We'll bring the Seigneurs.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the fucking grape juice will be flowing.
Yeah.
Flowing.
So what we got to do is we got to like make sure there's enough wifey time in there. You know?
They'll figure it out. They always do. They know what they're doing.
No, dude. That first thing you said, that's why when I go over your house, the amount of times your wife is thinking about swinging a frying pan on your head, and you don't even know it. They'll figure it out. What do you want to do? You want to go to the casino? Like, they just flew fucking, I don't know how many hours to go to this place. And they want to live a romance novel. And you're like going like, you already got a stogie in your mouth. Hey, Paul, wait a minute. Should we be doing this? We just got here. My wife's luggage hasn't shown up yet. Yeah, dude, they'll figure it out.
Oh, shit. Oh, dude. Dude, you remember we were at Willis's eating those steak tips and drinking? And they were like, all right, guys, we're going to the game in an hour. And it was like, I had no shirt on, a fucking bathing suit, a towel around me. We're smoking Cubans, dude. You had the Cohibas. Yeah, Cohibas. You had Partagas. We were sitting there. There were steak tips.
Looking back, they were all fake because I've had real ones. Those were fakes.
Were they? No, dude, mine was delicious. Really?
They all taste good. But like, dude, a real Cuban, when you light it, you say, oh, my God. As you're lighting it. That's I don't need to look at the band or any of that shit. As the second you light it. Because they got all these things how, you know, if you look there and they got that white border, that's not really Cohiba. They do all this fucking bullshit.
Oh, okay.
But the reality is, well, I guess that's so you didn't buy it already. God, I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
But that's like
talking a lot, Paul. Go ahead, you go.
No. No, dude. I disagree with people that are like, you know what? There's a lot of other ones that give Cubans a run for their money. It's like, yes, there are. There are good cigars out there.
No. That give fakes a good fake run for money. Nothing has ever beaten a Cuban.
No. I'm talking about another one. I'm talking about like a Davidoff, a Nicaragua. I'm talking about other cigars that aren't Cuban. I'll say this. They are good, but you give me a real Cohiba, dude. When me and you were sitting in Montreal and we were on the back, you give me a real Cohiba. The Cadillac is the Cohiba. Okay, the Partagas was the Ferrari, right? The Cohiba, dude, was a nice, smooth. That's the best with a Johnny Blue. Here's me.
I'm confused now. So you like Partagas better? Because you said a Ferrari versus Cadillac.
No, but you know me. I like a sedan. I like the smooth ride.
Yeah, guy. Sorry.
So is there anything better?
I love how in your world, Ferraris here, Cadillacs here. I mean, they only made one of you, Paul. That's why I love you.
No. I know a Ferrari's a better machine, but you know, I like.
I love your Ferrari. And that's not a Cadillac, but you know, I'm working my way.
How big's the wheelbase? How big's the wheelbase? No. Is there anything better than a Cohiba, real Cuban, and a double Johnny Blue? with the fucking game on in a leather chair. Fucking over.
Why'd you say that in the middle of the podcast? I can't top that one. How do I top that one? I mean, this really is your thing. Is there anything better?
Dude.
Is a Virziism.
Well, you used to make fun of it, and then that's why it's a perfect name for this. It's a perfect name.
I did a movie one time in Pete's movie, and me and Pete were quoting you.
Oh,
and the actress who you were working with was going like, because we were going like, because I was laughing because you said to me, you're like, Burr, is there anything better? Is there anything better? Because you always got to wind up. You got to do it a couple times. Is there anything better than a bag of potato chips with the sandwich? Is there anything better? And the wind up, I was thinking like this is going to be like some profound shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm a sucker.
We were laughing about how you stick shit like up there with people going, oh, you watch a sunset with your soulmate, blah, blah, blah. Virzi, a potato chip, bag of potato chips with sandwiches on the same fucking level. And there's a genius to that. And this actress understood it. She goes, that sounds really zen. I want to be like that. Who is this guy? We're like, well, he's on the fucking movie.
No, dude, I do. I actually, going to lunch is a very, very pleasurable thing for me. And like, it actually makes my day. I go, okay, I'm going tuna fish. And then I envision the tuna fish, tomatoes. And then I get a Lay's. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to get an iced tea. And I'm going to get the Post. And I'm going to read the sports section. And dude, that is that time, that 40 minutes or 45 minutes of me doing that with nobody else around is a very special time for me, dude. I'm being dead serious.
Oh, do you understand? Everybody wants to be able to do that. There's people that go all the way to India and climb up a fucking mountain to talk to some fucking guy to be in the moment.
Yeah.
You would enjoy it. And you were like, I don't know, born with it or just understood it. And like for someone like me, German Irish is just like, is there anything better? Is just somebody just shutting the fuck up and letting you drink.
Yeah.
Leaving you alone. Like you like the picture you just painted, like when I think about my life, that's what I want to be doing.
I think it comes from all the horrible shit I went through from basically 5 years old until like high school. And then I'm just like, and all the things where I was like, man, I just want things to be normal. And then when it did, I appreciated it so much. That's really what it was. It was like, oh my God, dude, the simplicity of just sitting down and eating a sandwich and looking at the fucking wind hit the bushes. And I'm like, this is the shit, dude. I mean, dude, I fucking enjoy, dude, I still think.
Paul, nobody is enjoying the ride more than you. I'm telling you.
Oh, dude,
I finally went like back. I went back to therapy and shit. And I'm actually learning how to just fucking, I have so much shit that's been living in my head for 50 years. And I'm just like, I'm done with this shit. I want to move on. I can't fix any of that. The way I fix it is I don't do it myself. And I don't do it to the people around me. So that's now is sort of is the goal now, is to not to talk about the same 6 fucking events, that I've been holding on to, whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing. So I can just go out and have a tuna fish sandwich and watch the breeze in the bushes.
Dude, I went up to my wife the other day and I go, look at that. I bought her some boots and shit for Christmas or whatever, and I just saw her in the kitchen. She's cooking something. And I go, look at you. I go, look at that. I go, you look beautiful. I go, you know what? Get over here. And I just walked up to her and I gave her a hug from behind. I go, you know what? You deserve everything. And I'm going to fucking give it to you. And I just kissed her on the cheek and my kids were just like, what the fuck just happened? And then I just walked away. I go, you know what the fuck I'm doing?
I like, even when you're being loving and tender, you're still talking shit like you're going to throw that ball 55 yards. It was about her, Paul, for about half a sentence before it was all about you showing off to your kids about how you're going to get her that mink or whatever.
No, dude. I want, dude, I really,
and you know
you want to know something?
You deserve all of this. And I'm going to fucking get it for you because I'm the fucking shit.
I'm going to tell you something, dude. When I was 22 years old, they found a mass next to my appendix. And it was like the doctor pushed a mass. So the doctor was like, and the doctor knew I was hypochondriac. He wanted to be like passive and shit. He goes, all right, Paul. He goes, it's probably your appendix. He goes, when I push in, it's going to hurt. When I let go, it's going to fucking kill. So he pushes in, it hurts. Then he lets go and it didn't hurt that bad. He's like, dude, I hate to tell you. He's like, I want to go send you to the hospital, have you drink something. We got to figure this out. I go into emergency surgery that night. They take it out. They tell my mother, they're like, yeah, we found something. We haven't seen much like this. It's the same thing they told her when she was sick. So she's freaking out. I'm in the hospital. I'm freaking out. I just started doing comedy. I started coming up in the urban circle. Like people started to Naeem Lynn and them. Oh, you got to come do this. Like I started to get rolling and I'm laying there, dude, not knowing if it's cancer or whatever. And I'm laying next to this. Thank God. Luckily it wasn't. And there's a guy sharing the thing with me. He was old and he was alone. And I always think about this guy. It's 100% true. And I'm not saying this to be funny for the show. On my children. And he's going, hey, you over there. And I go, yeah. And he goes, what's going on over here? And he's just talking to me. Oh, my name's Lou. I'm in here. And he's just talking. Yeah, I've been in here for days. I'm trying to get out, this and that. He goes, you'll be fine, son, and this and that. And he goes, yeah, I can't get out of here because until my testicle goes down. One of my balls, I swear to God. He goes, one of my balls is it's really inflated. It's huge. And I'm just talking to him, and he was like a nice guy, dude. Bill, hand to God on my children right now. I go to the bathroom and I had to pass this thing. And I go and I take a piss and I come back. He goes, Paulie, come over. He goes, you believe, I swear to God. He goes, you believe, I swear to God, God strike me dead on my children. His left testicle, he just like put the gown. I am not exaggerating when I tell you this guy's ball was one of them was normal and one of them was the size of truly like a baseball. And it haunts me to this day. But what really I think about, as crazy as that is he was alone, dude. He was alone and there was no woman there. And I always think about that. Like he's laying there, this fucking gigantic nut, which is a whole other story, but he doesn't have his wife there. There's no daughters or kids. And he was just there alone trying to talk to me. And thinking about that, I'm just like, fuck that, dude. Like, you know what? So that's why I enjoy a sandwich. But yeah, that's
you took a giant testicle. Dude, my mind went to like 9 million fucking places during that story.
No, he just fucking showed me this thing that was really fucked up. And he goes, and then he goes like this to me. I was 22. And he goes like this to me. He goes, yeah, they're not going to let me leave if it doesn't go down. And I'm like, dude, you should not want to leave. Like, you should not want to fucking leave with that thing fucking hanging off your fucking body.
You know what's fucking nuts about the human body is its ability to expand. You would think there'd be a finite size that your ball could get to before a baseball, that it would blow up.
It was like a baseball, dude, on one side. And he goes, I remember he said it happened once before. It's got to go down a certain amount in order for me to leave. And dude, I wish I never saw it.
Dude, like how fat people should get. Like skin is really it's flawed. Imagine if you got fat and then your skin just split and you started bleeding, we'd all be in shape. But instead it just keeps getting wider and wider. Like your body's ability to expand. Look at these fucking proctologists. They always, every fucking 2 weeks, somebody comes in there, they got like an alarm clock up their ass. It's like, how the fuck did you get that up?
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's not even shaped.
Shampoo bottle up their ass.
Yeah. The body's ability to do that blows that your balls can get as big as a fucking baseball. It's just something like, like why?
It was, dude, it was an infection, but I didn't expect it to get like that, dude. I was like, dude, shit happens when you get old.
When I was a kid, a buddy of mine got shot and his head was like the size of a fucking pumpkin. It looked like a jack-o'-lantern.
Where'd he get shot?
In his chest. It's a bad story. I don't want to talk about it. I don't know why I brought that. That's what I just thought of.
Yeah, no, it is weird how things get big, but like this was really fucking tough. And I didn't want to be like, hey, dude, I don't want to, I just walked by. He goes, hey, come here. I didn't expect it. He goes, you believe this fucking thing?
I mean, like, that is as surprising as the fact that you just fucking showed that to me. Why would you think I want to see your balls? Forget about it.
Nah, dude. I run in. There's an old.
You know what's funny? He wouldn't just show you his balls, but the fact that one of them was weird. I don't
No,
know.
dude, I go to this deli and there's an 85-year-old guy who just starts talking. And then I met him once. His name is Ed, and he calls
If
and
this
he
guy
know.
shows you his privates, I'm blaming you this time. This is becoming like
No,
Murder, She Wrote with testicles.
he goes, "What is that? A tuna on rye? Look at his hog." No, he
I stuck my dick in a hornet's nest, and it still hasn't come down.
I feel bad for people that are alone, dude. That's like something that fucks with me, dude. He's like out of nowhere. He just heard me talking to like the deli guy about the Bucks. And he just goes, "Yeah, the Bucks, they got a good defense." And like the guy just wants company, man. So I started talking to him about it.
Well,
You know?
his wife probably died or some shit.
Dude, you know what he said to me? This was hilarious. He goes, "Yeah, in my time," he goes, "I'm 85, Paul." And he like to kept telling me my name, and I was, so then I tell him, "Yeah, Ed," and he goes, things aren't like the way they used to be in this country. He goes, "I'm gonna tell you something right now." And then he started, and then like that's the only time I heard him. I seen him a couple times at the deli. He goes, that nonsense that happened at the Capitol building. Okay, I'm going to tell you what. He goes, all those people need to be executed. Okay, that they need to be executed, and then we're going to know that we can't do that in this country. And then like that's when I was like, all right. And as I was leaving, I was like, all right, Ed, take care. And he goes, all right, good to see you, Paul. He gets like a pass. He's 85.
Dude, that sounds like a funny scene. Like he keeps calling you Paul, so you start calling him Ed, and then each time the name calling gets more aggressive, the way you say their name, but you just keep talking about normal shit.
Oh, Ed.
Well, I think maybe it's gonna rain, Paul. Well, I heard it wasn't Ed. In the end, you're just yelling each other's names. Paul.
I love how you take that as an aggressive thing. You're like, dude, stop calling.
Yeah, because I came from the land of sport, chief, doctor. And it was half the time it was like,
what's up doctor? Is the
guy right there?
What's that?
That was the thing. What's up, chief?
Dude, what's up, doctor? Is the funniest. Dude, this one guy, he's, "What's up, doctor?" And I was just, it was the funniest thing. That's the best one ever. It's way better than chief. Doctor is fucking incredible.
Dude, chief was always lack of respect.
Yeah.
You were always walking in somewhere. There was some guy you had to talk to, and someone would come, "Yeah, what's up, chief? So which one of these forms do I have to fill out?" And it was just a way of going like, hey, just taking out your day on somebody. So I don't know.
Where were we when that guy was passive aggressive to you about a dessert? Remember that dickhead in Europe? And he goes, "Oh, you want something sweet?" You remember that?
That cunt was in Warsaw.
Oh, you remember exactly. Dude.
Exactly right, I do. I keep playing that over my head, what I should have said to that guy. But I was on my best behavior.
What an asshole.
In my world, Poland is still under communist fucking control. So I'm nervous to run my yap over there.
I go like this to him. I go, "Yeah, remember he was a dick to me? So I go, "Yeah, what is good?" He goes, "Everything is good." Like he said everything is good as if I was like saying it wasn't.
Yeah,
I was just
working at this. What the fuck were we doing? I remember that place.
It was a chocolate shop.
Yeah, it was in the thing, and we couldn't find any place to fucking eat.
Yeah,
that's right. So we got those fucking hot chocolates.
It was a coffee cafe.
Snowing out. Yeah, I remember that. And I was trying to find a Polish flag to add to my collection, which I could get over here, but I wanted to get it there. That was the only one I couldn't get.
It was a little, coffee cafe with a little chocolate shop in the hotel. And the guy was and then to throw it at you one last time, he just goes, "Oh, you like something sweet?" Dude, that bugged you the rest of the trip. You were just going like, I would see you.
Because I hate when people think that you don't know that they're making fun of you. That's what annoys the shit out of me. And he was coming at us because we were Americans. That happened one time when I was in Denmark. And this cab driver said, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, "Yo, because you Americans are so stupid." He literally said that to me. And I stayed in the cab. I go, "Really? And you're driving a fucking cab and you're a smart guy? You fucking 8-foot dope? What do you weigh, 140 fucking pounds?" And he was going like, hey, tee. And I just sat there and just fucking verbally abused him for like 50 seconds. It's one of my favorite overseas moments, was verbally abusing that guy. My wife was pulling me out of that. I wouldn't get out of the cab.
Dude, that is one of the most.
This is how you treat guests when they come to their country?
Oh.
What the fuck did you do that you're driving a fucking cab?
Dude, the
Were you
fact
in
that
medical school?
that's a
Paying your
fantastic that
way
you
through with
stayed.
cab fares, you fucking cunt.
I love how you're still getting mad.
No,
That's
I
great.
fucking hate. Dude, both those guys, I fucking drop them in the Baltic Sea. That's nearby.
Uh, dude, I love shit like that so much. This one guy got sick with cancer or he has a disability and he put a text exchange. This girl goes, listen, I used to really be in love with you. He put this out on social media. It was the greatest thing ever. She goes, I used to be in love with you and everything like that. But since your disability, you're kind of just like half the man you were. I don't mean to be rude. And then he writes, well, you're double the woman weight wise that you should be or something, dude. And he just fucking goes, you're double the weight wise that you should be. I don't mean to be rude or something. And he just fucking gave it back to her. And then she came back all caps. You're the biggest fucking asshole piece of shit. It's like, no. You just said he's half the man because of a disability. You don't mean to be rude. And he gave it to you in your fucking face and you fucking can't handle it. It was one of the most satisfying things I've ever read.
Wow, dude, that's taking me back to my drinking days. Do you remember how many almost fights? It was so stupid. Drinking is so fucking dumb. And like in a bar, like you got to do it like at home or whatever. But like just to be out there and everybody's drunk and nobody's thinking clearly. Remember that time we were in Jacksonville and that fucking dude came over and just sat down and was an asshole and was being really like fucking aggressive and rude with the waitress.
And then the old guy, then the grandfather and grandson walked by. He goes, hey, come here. Hey, fuck you. And then I kicked him out, remember? I go, dude, get the fuck out of here. He had a broken arm, remember? He had a broken arm. And I go,
remember you told the other, yeah, I'm not there. That was the guy I told to leave.
no, you told the UFC guy to leave. There was a UFC guy.
Leaving? I said, no, you are.
That was the best.
That was in Jacksonville.
They both were. They both were in Jacksonville actually the same night.
Fuck Jacksonville.
Yeah, they were both in Jacksonville.
America's fucking Denmark and Polish chocolate shop.
All right, so what are we doing for
How drunk was I that I was telling a fucking UFC guy that he had to leave? He wasn't a UFC guy. He was a guy that was taking mixed martial arts at a fucking strip mall. It wasn't like he was in the UFC.
No, you actually, the part you're leaving out about the story is you stuck up for me because at first you go, hey, Paul, you invited this. Remember, I just said something to him and he sat down and you go, oh, you invited this. And at first I'm like, is Bill fucking like hanging me out to dry with a UFC guy? Like you're going to deal with this. And then when you realize that it started to be, you go, oh no, dude, I remember what you did. He goes, oh, who's leaving? And you go, you are. And I was like, oh shit, thank God. Thank God.
Yeah.
But you have my back, dude. You have my back for sure.
Dude, that was half my nights out drinking. That stupid shit, like, because I was a happy drunk, I think, as we're telling all these stories. But I used to just like to I just wanted to hang with you guys.
You were a very happy drunk and always a fucking.
And then if people from the show came over, if they were cool, I liked that too, because then we learned about the city and what they do and all that shit. We had a great fucking time. But it's just always, there's just always one fucking jerk off that has to come over there. And now, it was always like, it used to always make me confused. But after watching people in the last year, the way they handled this pandemic, the amount of people that went into their ego and their sense of control.
Yeah.
That like, I mean,
that angry drunk shit just doesn't fly, man. And like, that's the guys that turn evil. I'm talking about the guys that turn evil, the guys that just want to fight. They just look at you different and they do that, dude. And they flip a switch like that. Those fucking I can't be around them, dude. I can't be around them.
Think about it, Paul. We haven't had an epic sports argument since I quit drinking. I don't have any more of those fucking stories. I remember another time I was gonna fly on my screen. I was fucking oh man, I forget what I was talking. I can't even remember where the fuck I was. I think this was in San Francisco. And I was just, I don't know. I was drunk, so I was probably talking too loud. And then this fucking douche across the bar did the whole, wow, that escalated quickly. That's stupid. Those people who speak in like social media sound bites. Like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Like, how many times is somebody going to write that like they came up with it?
Yeah, yeah.
He said something like that. And well, that escalated quickly. And I just looked at him. I go, well, I wasn't fucking talking to you, was I?
Oh,
Dude, and I was, dude, I was like fucking 47 years old. This kid was in his 20s. I mean, he could have mopped the floor with me. But like and then he just picked up his drink and fucking walked away.
no, he couldn't have though. He couldn't have.
And then yeah, dude, my shoulders are junk, Paul. And I'm telling you right now, you could have an 85-year-old woman standing in front of me. If she told me what the fuck she was going to throw, she'd still hit me with it. I can't slip a punch to save my life, and my head's the size of a stop sign. Paul, there's a reason why it became funny.
You could have grabbed the fucking glass and shoved it, smashed it through his fucking head.
You know those last couple of Roy Jones fights?
Yeah.
Where he finally lost? Yeah, that was my whole fighting career. No, I did all right. I did all right in elementary school because I still had the baby fat. I could lean on you, Paul. I could lean on you. It was just like headlocks and noogies, we used to call them. But then when guys started fucking squaring off and the head started moving.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, my head was on a line. I was like, my head should have been on a fucking T-ball stick.
Dude, I had a friend who could really fight. They would square up and literally go like get into a full-fledged stance. And I was like, I'm not fucking with that. Like, no. I'm not.
Remember that guy Mike Tyson knocked out and he got back up and then Mike he came in, he looked like he was trying to throw a guy out at the plate and just did the guy with the crazy afro. He looked like Geese Osby.
Mitch Green.
Was it? No, that wasn't Mitch Green.
Was it Mitch Blood Green? He had the fro.
I don't know. This guy was a journeyman. Mitch Green was the guy that Mike punched
in the street.
Yeah, they got no fight in the street.
Yeah.
No. This was like Mike was on his way up. I think he was still wearing the white shorts with the red stripe at that point. I can't remember. I watched that highlight reel every like 2 to 3 months. Like how that guy got up and Mike came in and threw an overhand right and he was his head was where he was when he started. It was there in the middle. All he did was he went. That's me slipping a punch.
Dude, what about that guy Mike Chandler? Did you see that UFC fight? The guy who had his debut? The guy that was like the Bellator fucking champion?
I ordered it, and I fell asleep.
Dude.
So I got to watch. I missed the Conor McGregor fight. I'm kind of glad I did. I hate seeing I hate watching those fights where Roy Jones loses and stuff because it's such like a magnet for losers to jump on. They get all fucking excited because somebody great.
Told you he was a fucking bum.
Yeah, he's always a bum. He's always ducking guys. Yeah. And it's just like, dude, come on, man.
It's like, what do you do? When's the last time you ever fucking did anything with that fucking at stake?
Dude, here's the deal. What do any of us do versus a professional fighter?
I said that. I was actually talking.
That includes all professional fucking athletes.
When people are like, how do you fucking do stand-up in front of, I go, do you imagine going into an octagon and you can get put to sleep in front of your children?
Dude, and that's the best one you want. You'd rather get put to sleep because you don't take the concussion like Patrick Mahomes. Bring it back.
I don't know, dude. If Lucas and Sophia and Stacy are fucking ringside and they watch another man fucking put me to sleep, dude, that's fucked up, dude. I think I would take the beating to the head. I think.
Just out of funny.
Just out of
when the guy chokes you out, it's almost like he tucked you into bed. If he knocks you out, you at least went out like a man.
Yeah, dude. I can't fucking read my daughter a bedtime story that night and have her know what just happened.
Yeah, but do you want to be the other way where you always land, their legs are always crossed, and then there's the one thing and you're just like this? Or what's the one when they start snoring?
No, dude, where Mozgodov with that kid, that 5-second knockout where he kneed that kid in the face, and that dude was literally, his leg was twitching, dude. That was fucked up, man.
Dude, you understand? Like, I don't know. I almost just said, you understand what your brain's going through? Like, I understand. That must be your brain. Like that's like the old school where you drag the magnet across the back of a fucking TV or the screen, and the whole screen would just get all fucked up. It was just a wrap. Like, what's going on with your brain? It's trying to restart.
It is. That's fucking, yeah, dude. Those guys are tougher than, Listen, I do think NFL is the most violent sport because of the longevity of it. But I think those dudes going into the octagon, you got to watch that guy, Mike Chandler. He called himself Iron Mike. Dude, he came in and fucking, it was unbelievable. Dana White was like, hands down, the debut was, he just went in there like smiling. He had an American flag. He was jacked, and he just came in throwing fucking haymakers at this guy, dude. It was nuts.
That's crazy.
First round.
I have like, oh God, Jesus Christ. Don't you love when is there anything worse than getting a fucking text when you thought you had the rest of the day to yourself? Anyway, no, I have I got respect for all those people, like fighters, man. Like, I mean, I had a buddy of mine, he worked with a guy one time, tried to make it as a boxer. He just had to stop. He said, dude, those guys hit so hard. He goes, just a body shot, I could feel my organs moving. What does that feel like? I don't want to know.
You know who's underappreciated, man, and who goes through it the most is offensive and defensive linemen. Every 30 seconds, those guys have a 300-pound fucking animal pushing them, doing everything they can.
They slam heads. They were talking about how they'd have to start the play with both of them standing up. If they start to play both standing up. I mean, that is brilliant. I mean, I don't know what that would do to like stunts and stuff like that you do. There's something about like coming up where guys can move. It seems like you wouldn't notice stuff, but
I remember when Randy Moss came in the league, they were like, that guy runs a 4.3 40 and he's got a 37-inch vertical leap. Now that's like standard. Now it's like you gotta have that.
Yeah. And he was like 6'4" or 6'5".
6'4", dude. 17 touchdowns his rookie year. Went into Lambeau and got like 3 of them under the lights on Monday Night Football as a rookie. Use my figure, Oh, I love a head case.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. So you want to do the Super Bowl picks? Come on, Paul. We know what we're doing here. What do you think?
You want to do the Super Bowl picks now?
Huh?
You want to do them now?
Yeah.
All right, let's do them. I thought about this.
And why?
Look, I know the Bucks got a good defense, and that kid 45 and those guys scare me. And
can we learn his fucking name? Can we give the guy some respect?
Devin White. Devin White.
Okay.
Devin White's a monster. The defense is fast. Here's the deal. I think the X factor in this game is Travis Kelce, because I think if you do watch Tyreek Hill, I think Kelce's going to get his 10 to fucking 12 catches, and Mahomes does have a couple of other guys. That kid 17 who fumbled and then made up for it later with the touchdown. Yep. That kid is really, really fast. Andy Reid and them just feel comfortable. Here's why I'm taking the Chiefs. They were down 9-0 in the AFC Championship game, and they didn't fucking flinch. I hate to do it because, I love Tom Brady. Nobody loves Tommy T like me. I hate to do it, but I think Mahomes is going to get his second with Andy Reid. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. I think the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl 34-27.
34-27. Okay. I think the big one that you missed was Andy Reid. I think might be the difference.
Didn't I say that? I thought I said that.
No, I thought you said Kelce was the difference.
Yeah, no, but I think I thought I said.
What your voice was. Did I say that? I thought I said that. You're not giving me credit for what I said. That's the only thing that worries me, because I feel like Tampa. I don't know. I feel like Kansas City's game is they draw the other person into their game. And I feel like a team with a good running game could beat them. I don't know who's Tampa's running back. Fournette.
Yeah.
Who they got? Yeah. Then they also have
they got Fournette this year.
Ronald Jones or something like that.
I don't know if the guy might have got hurt. Yeah, I think Fournette is their feature back.
All right. Because
dude, they got Godwin, they got Evans. I mean, he's got weapons. Gronkowski.
He does, but you also want to eat up the clock. So, I mean, how Belichick, I was talking about my podcast, how they would Belichick would double Tyreek Hill, and say, all right, beat us with Kelce, which he's going to get his fucking yards, but he's not going to get 80 a clip, 60, 50. Like, he's not a threat to do. Like, Tyreek Hill is just like, that guy can put the game away in 3 possessions. Yeah. So you just take that guy out and just know that Kelce's going to kill you, but he's also going to be working for you because it's going to take him longer. So he's going to be eating up the clock. And then he would, like, it would just be a time of possession thing. And he would run the ball and all of that type of shit. Go up to the line. Don't run up to the line. Use up all the fucking time. You want Patrick Mahomes sitting on the fucking sidelines like Bernie Sanders at the fucking inauguration. That's where you want that guy, or he's going to come out and kill you. So I don't have an ability. What you said 100% makes sense. But here's the thing. A guy 43 years old going to his 10th Super Bowl, having won 6 of 9, makes no sense.
No, and picking against that.
Don, let me finish, you motherfucker. Kidding. I just think once again, he's going to do what everybody didn't think was possible. Because I'll tell you, as much as I love the guy, I watched Tampa in October and November, and I'm like, this team's sloppy. They're making stupid mistakes. Look at Tom. He's losing his shit, yelling at the fucking offensive line. But he I don't know. That team is playing great. I'm going to take Tampa, and I think that they actually win in a lower scoring game. I don't think you beat the Chiefs trying to go touchdown for touchdown. You have to shut them down. And the way to shut them down most effectively is they don't have the fucking ball. So they need long, sustained drives. So I'm going to say Tampa wins. If Tampa wins, I say they win like, for some reason, 25 sticking out in my head. It's going to be like 25-21. And that and Mahomes is going to have to go for the touchdown because they were down by 4. Because at some point during the game, the mathletes told them to go for 2 when they didn't get it. So rather than being down by 3, now they have to go for a touchdown. Nobody's going to bring up the fact that they went for a 2-point conversion in the fucking second quarter, and they come down and they're going to scare the living shit out of anybody who fucking bet on Tampa or whatever, or a Tampa fan, and they're going to come up short on the last play of the game.
All right. There you Andrew, did you get were you able to write those down? I think I got 37. You got it or no?
It's recording, so I'll have it on. It's done.
Oh, yeah. I love how I'm acting like, yeah, sorry.
I sat there and listened to it, too. Like, yeah, did you write those down?
I'm going, I love how it's a fucking recorded podcast. I could see that, too, man. It's like you said, that him being there doesn't make sense, but I don't know, man. I hate to do it, too. I hate to do it because I would love nothing more than to see him come up.
Imagine if he wins number 7 and then he keeps playing.
If I was him, I would win number 7. I would have the fucking Buccaneers carry me off the fucking field. I'd go like this, and I would never fucking be seen or heard from again.
I mean, it gets to the point of, like, how far out of reach are you trying to put this?
You're gonna.
What about our buddy? I got to bring it up. What about our buddy?
Oh, who's our
buddy on Facebook wrote this fucking thing about how Tom Brady is the most boring greatness he's ever seen. And it's just like, dude, the guy played in 9 Super Bowls. Win or lose, 8 of them were won on the last drive. Those 2 that we played against the Giants, as heartbreaking as that was as Patriots fans, were fucking incredible games. That game against the Eagles was crazy, though. I like defense, so that was like watching 2 people play a video game, but it was still exciting to see all those scores. The fucking Falcons game, our first 3 fucking Vinatieri kicks last-second field goals. That hadn't been done since when the Colts beat the Cowboys, which you know, Paul.
And I just don't understand how, like, going to another team with another coach, like moving doing all of the things that he did, and then taking the Bucks to the fucking Super Bowl like his first year, dude. It's just, to me, it's beyond exciting. So
I have a
Look,
theory about people like that. Is what they make those outrageous comments because they want attention. They take the attention off of whatever the subject is. Like, dude, I think the Beatles are overrated. So everybody goes, dude, what? What are you fucking? Oh, sorry, that was your argument. I just saw your eyes go like, wait, is he talking about me? I honestly wasn't talking about you. That's just a person.
no, I know what you mean. That's hilarious.
It's a way to make the conversation about you. It's a way to steal focus and pull the spotlight. If everybody's going like, oh my God, have you seen that new Netflix series? You have to watch it. I mean, it's just, I've never seen anything like it. There's always gonna be that one guy just going like, yeah, I saw it. I mean, it was all right.
Yeah.
And then the whole crowd circles around him. What? What do you mean? And he just gets to sit there and bask in how fascinating they find him that he doesn't like this thing or appreciate this thing that everybody else appreciates. I'm calling that because he knows too much about sports to make a dumb statement like that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is what it is, though. You know, people are going to do that with sports. And
even the great ones throw interceptions.
Hey, Tommy T threw 3 last week. Still won.
Still won.
So Bills got the Bucks. I got the Chiefs. We will wait until episode 3, the week before the Super Bowl, to put what our bet's going to be. Oh, we're going to wager, Bill. We're going to wager. Here's
the thing. Never again do we bet 2 games. One guy's going one way, one guy goes the other. Because I guess I could have gone 2-0. You could have gone 2-0. But the fact that just nobody owes anybody any money was a little bit like Al Capone's fault, I feel.
And you know, it's funny. The fans were really into one of us winning. The fans were like, as a matter of fact, I'm not going to lie. With my big Rogers call having a stroke, oh, they were like, Billy, I hope you take, dude, I called, it's money. They were rooting for you to get the 2 but I'm coming back. We'll see. We'll see, dude. It's going to be.
How much money are you putting on the Super Bowl?
Let's save that. Let's think about that.
That's a big number.
Let's think about that.
Let's save that. Let's think about that. You get excited. You get the tingles.
It can't be too big. Stacy listens, okay?
Yeah. Paul! That's my favorite thing. When I'm over your house for a cookout, when I hear her go, Paul! And I invariably look at you, and you got like a stick in your mouth. You're like what? What am I doing?
Oh. So, all right, you know what? We'll finish with this real quick. Bill saved me in an argument about cigars with Stacy. We got to tell this story. So I was on a smoking kick. I was going hard with sticks. I would say 2 or 3 a day for a while. And I was telling Bill, I my throat, this and that. Stacy's on my case. So I'm on the phone with Bill, and I go, dude, I had 3 last night while me and Stacy are kind of fighting about it. Unbeknownst to me, she's on the railing right upstairs listening. So while we're on the phone, I just hear, you, what? You had 3? And Bill's like, oh, no. And I go, oh, dude. And Bill goes, listen to me. This is what you're going to do. You're going to go upstairs. You're going to say, she's right. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm not going to do this anymore. You know, just, he goes, Paul, as a friend, listen to me. He goes, as a friend who's a little older, more.
I know, because you were getting heated like, the fuck, man? It's my fucking house too. I can't smoke a fucking cigar. I go, don't do that, Paul. Don't double down.
And he goes, just trust me as a friend. Go up there, tell her you're right, and apologize. So she's in Lucas's room cleaning. I walk in, kind of just go, hey, you know, I know you heard me say that I had 3 cigars. Like, I just want to let you know that you're right. And I apologize. And you know what? I shouldn't be doing that. And you're right. So I apologize. And she just looks at me with this smirk, and she just goes, did Bill just tell you to come up here and do that? And I just go, no. She just bursted out laughing.
Well, Paul, I learned from my mistakes.
Yes.
I've done that 1,000 times. Coming to the fucking airport, flapping your arms doesn't work. Doesn't work. You have to remain calm. It's that bit I used to do. Women are like rescue dogs. You don't want to make quick movements around them. You don't want to elevate your voice.
Yeah.
Ears pop up, and then the shit's over. They're coming for your throat. You gotta be calm and measured, and you have to own your space.
Dude, I'm coming up on 14 years.
14 years, wow. Next month, me and my wife have been together for 18.
Wow. Wait, I hope mine is 14. I hope it's not fucking coming up on 15. Hey, let me check the books, okay? No, I got married in 07. I got married in 07.
That
Yeah.
would be, that is 14. You've been married that's 14 years ago?
Yeah. Yeah,
I've been in LA for 14 years. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. Both got 2 kids. Oh, we got our hands full.
Yeah, my kid was not sleeping last night at all.
Which one? Younger or older?
Yeah, my son.
He
wasn't sleeping, so yeah, I was up like all freaking night. And yeah, so I'm hoping tonight he's gonna sleep like a champ because I'm fading already, and it's fucking 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah. No, man. Let's put a bow on this puppy. Andrew, what do we have? We have anything to plug? You're not going on the road anytime soon, are you, Bill?
No. Don't we close with anything better? Do you have another anything better?
Yeah. Do you got one? I got an anything.
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead.
Is there anything better than when you fix the fence in your backyard and they cleaned out so much brush that when it rains, you have your own private mudslide that goes into your own pool, and you look at it, and then you go, what the fuck are you gonna do? It's once again something huge happened. My wife's like, "Oh my god, you see the pool?" And I looked down. I was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I just started laughing, going, "That looks like a fucking elephant with diarrhea. Fucking went in there and took a shit. It looks horrible." I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we have to drain the whole fucking thing. I mean, it's not really a pool. When I was a kid, like you could drown in a fucking pool. Now these pools they make nowadays, you just stand up. It's a joke, dude. Like I can't like.
Yeah.
I have an adult kiddie pool, and mud went into it. I'm not gonna get mad at that. Now, if I had one of those old school ones with the diving board, cannonball, and it was like 8 feet deep.
Yeah.
I would be upset.
I would say mine is there anything better than your wife being in a good mood because she just got a brand new truck last night? I got 4 days at least.
Well, I'd say 3.
That's hilarious. You actually said 3 with conviction, like you knew the fucking under-over on it.
Women cannot put together a winning streak, dude, when it comes to just emotionally being cool with shit. It's fucked. I think that's why they hate us so much, because we're so fucking stupid, but we can just, I don't know. There's a brilliance to our stupidity because they got the better brain. They did. They're just smarter. They are. But like, you know, they're so fucking smart, Paul. They can't just sit there and eat a tuna fish sandwich watching the fucking the bushes move.
Yeah, but you could argue that's smarter than. I could argue the fact
you're dumb.
No, I'm saying I could argue that the fact I have the ability to do that is smarter.
It is.
You know?
It is. And it goes back to when we were on the movie, me and Pete were laughing about it.
Yeah.
And then the female was like, what is that? That's like Zen. I want to be that. And we were just sitting there laughing like knuckleheads going, isn't Verdi hilarious? Talks about a bag of potato chips like he's watching a sunset with the supermodel. Is there anything better?
No. I do have dates, but they're in March, so I'll keep plugging them. But people are buying tickets. I'm doing a one-nighter, March 24th, the Improv in Orlando. March 25th, the Improv in West Palm Beach. I'll be in Tampa in May at Side Splitters, the 20th to the 23rd. Just got Salt Lake City added, and I'm doing my first theater, the Wilbur Theater, October 22nd. Tickets for that. So you could get all those all those tickets to those dates at paulvirzi.com. And
I co-sign on Paul Virzi. The man is a beast. He has a set that I still remember when he had turned the corner. And I didn't realize it when we were at the Gotham Comedy Club, and a buddy of mine was coming down to see me, and I was on next, and you didn't know what was going on. They told you to stretch, and I saw you just fucking murdering. murdering, playing with the crowd, people interrupting you. You got every club in the bag.
Oh, I
Every
appreciate
club
it,
in the
man.
bag. So go see it.
Coming from you, it means more.
Oh Jesus! All right, that is what the fuck? How do we wrap this thing up, Paul?
Episode 2, anything better? We'll be back. Get it on where you could get all podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. There you go. We'll be back next week. I mean, what do you want from us?